Yo. This is an honor, yo.
Why?
Stuck in the middle and Iva Sobila Lundume.
My brothers.
This is like long time in the making.
I know. We've
Yeah.
been talking about it for a minute.
Want
I'm here
to
now.
welcome everybody watching on Facebook right now.
Let me share.
Yeah. I'm gonna share it right now.
Let me share.
Iva Sobila on Stuck in the Middle podcast. I want to start from the beginning as you're sharing it on Facebook.
Go ahead. I'm listening. What's up?
Like, let's just dive into it.
Mm-hmm.
You were based here at
Yes,
first,
yes.
Cameroon. I mean, America, Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
You just woke up one day, just pack and say, I'm going back to Cameroon. Why?
I know woke up one day pack.
Yeah.
That's
So it's like a thing in the making.
Well, I don't know if you remember, but I always told you guys I'll move back to Cameroon. I don't know if you guys remember that.
It was like you mentioned it, but I was like, nah, shit.
Okay, but mostly in Gesso, shout out to Gesso. Mostly in Gesso, I'll be like, oh, I'm going to move back when my time comes. I'll move back when my time comes, right? So, 2015, Maryland, I moved to Houston, and then I came back here, and then I went to Cameroon. Like you said, actually, you're right. I just packed my bag.
Yeah. Like, why though?
I don't know.
Like usually everybody's like, yo, I'm about to go to diaspora, I'm about to go to the States, and then you was
Okay,
like,
one
I'm
of the
going back.
reasons. One of the reasons was because I just got tired of like living here. To be honest,
Even
So-
while you here, like this whole time we've been chilling, you like, yo, I'm reminded of why I hate this place.
I mean, I don't. It's like I hate it. Like I don't know why. Maybe I don't know. It's like the routine life. It's it's just not. It's not for me anymore.
Yeah.
So, I moved back, and then one of the reasons, like I said, was I was tired of the routine life. The other reason was because of Kreef Entertainment. Because
Yeah.
when we created Kreef, that's Yvonne Jang and I. When we
Yeah.
created Kreef,
We're gonna get into it, yeah.
yeah, we tried to get people to work for us in Cameroon, but it never really worked out for us. So it's like, do this, and they'll go do it, but they don't do it well, and they're like, oh, I couldn't do it because
They are sending money, and the money is
exactly.
going.
So I was just like, I'll just go. So yeah, one of the reasons. Well,
Yo,
so
that's-
2 reasons.
That's huge, like, having that love for the industry.
Oh, because I didn't just start like
Yeah, you know what I
that,
mean? Yeah.
because before I started doing TV and radio, I was in Lower Sith. So Lower Sith going to Upper Sith, I did TV. I started with TV, STV, and radio actually. So with Tito Valerie, shout out to Tito on
shout out to
STV.
Tito, yeah.
And then on radio with Nabil Fongar, who has Napster Radio.
Napster Radio
today.
now,
Mhm.
yeah.
On radio, that was at RTM. We did the Lalo show together. So I started a long time ago, and then I failed GCE the first year, GCE A level.
I carry class.
I carry class like some of my friends.
Two paper.
Well, I know I had one paper,
Wha-
biology. No, I get one. 2 paper no be fail.
Oh, A level.
Yeah, A level.
Yeah.
2 paper no fail. I had one paper. I had biology. And then my mom was like, "Oh, it's all about this whole TV thing that you're doing." And
And they focus.
And I was like, yeah. And then I was like, well, she's like, okay, so what do I want to do? I was like, let me just, go and repeat Upper Sith and stuff. And she was like, where? I was like, let me go to Bamenda, because, Bamenda is far. So I went to Bamenda. I did my Upper Sith there. And then this whole time, I went to Progressive, actually. So this whole time, like, doing outings and stuff, I'll call Douala, and I'm like, hi, how you guys doing? I'll call Nabil and stuff.
Yeah.
And Nabil's like, yo, you have to come back. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, why did I come to Bamenda? But at the same time, it was, it was good. I got my GC, I went back, and I told my mom I'd take a year off to work. So I took a year off after Upper Sith. She said yes. Strange.
Yeah.
I took a year off, and I worked for STV and RTM for a whole year. And I decided, okay, you know what? That's it.
I'm
like, this is it. So
I got experience.
I'm here. Yeah, let me just be going. Because at some point I did, there's a supermarket called Chickenis in Douala. I did their commercial. I did a commercial for Cube Magie. I did a commercial for I did auditions for another one, but they said I looked too young to be a mom. So, and then I was going to be, there was this store called Foneo. They were like they were representing Nokia at that time in Cameroon, and I was going to be the face of it. But then my mom was like, okay, you know what, like,
yeah, you're moving a little too fast.
yeah, this is too much, you're too young, I think you should just travel. And I was like, no, I don't want to go. And then we kept moving. It was March 2008, and then it went to April, and then my mom was like, "Look, you have to go. This is too much." So May 2008, I moved. Well, I traveled when I came here. Montgomery College, Rockville.
Yep. That's the OG of colleges.
Yes,
yep.
Montgomery College, Rockville. Some classes at Tacoma Park, and then I moved to Houston. I went to University of Houston. Finally got my degree. I say unfortunately, but it's I kind of like a good thing. Then it was like, oh, this is terrible. But when you do journalism, you have to do a minor. It's like mandatory. You have no choice. So I did marketing, so journalism, marketing, and then I continued working in this phone store. 'Cause I didn't really do my
T-Mobile.
Yes. So I did T-Mobile and I did AT&T as well at some point. So I was like, well, this is it. Like, I know people who have masters and stuff, but they still work for T-Mobile, right?
Yep.
So
Facts, yeah.
I don't want to work for a TV station here, because when I saw my counselor in school, and I was like, I'm about to graduate, like, jobs, give me advice and stuff, and they were like, oh, you could go be a traffic girl or whatever. Those people who go, oh, hello, reflex.
Tell them
even Dubai all the way from I-20, I don't know, I-95 or something. There's an accident right here. Nah, I was like, hell nah. For like 16 an hour, I was like, fuck no. I'm making more money at T-Mobile. Yeah. Shit, no. And then they just like call you at any hour. I was like, nope. Can I work like fixed 40 hours a week, get my money, get commission? Nah. And then I got so bored, so tired. Then at some point, of course, I lost my parents. So that's at that point that's when we created Kreef, actually. Because at that point, I was like, okay, so I've been working for all these years I've been in this place for all these years, but like, what do I have to show for it? Yeah. I started working in Cameroon for like, a year or 2 years. And like, I went like super far, like real fast. I was like, what the hell am I doing here anyways? Then,
entrepreneurship. Yep.
Right, and then I was like, so we did the Kreef thing, started going, and then I was like, okay, fine, I can't do it anymore.
Go back.
Yeah, I'll just go back.
What's Kreef stand for?
Kreef actually, if you have met my partner,
Ebanga, shout out
to Ebanga. It's we're different people. Like, we're completely different.
Facts.
Yeah. We're completely different. So, like, we really don't have anything in common except our zodiac sign. Our zodiac sign, which is Cancer. And so I was like, okay, so that's the only thing we have in common. So I was just thinking, and then we decided to Kreef. So Kreef means cancer in Afrikaans.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it means.
Yeah. So what was the idea behind starting Kreef? Was it like supposed to be like a music label or?
No. Actually, in the beginning, it was because like every time we go to, I didn't really go to African clubs that much. I won't lie. But
you mean while you were here?
Yes. But the times when I'll go, it's like we're just listening to Nigerian songs and Congolese and stuff. And it's like at some point, like, where do Cameroonian artists come in? And during that period, songs like Fine Boy were already out. Songs like Don for Quat were already out. Songs like Empe were out. Well, even though they started playing Empe, but like, all these people were making all these amazing songs, and like would never hear them here, even with like Cameroonian DJs. So for us, it was more like raising or like making people know Cameroonian music or the entertainment industry here, same as like Ghana or Nigeria. Yeah, that was the idea behind Kreef. And then, but the thing is, it was supposed to be like an umbrella where like you have little things under it. Yeah. So that's why you have the Facebook page where we try to promote the artists, their shows, events, stuff like that. Like little, not really gossip. Well, we don't really have gossip, but just
you gotta have a little bit.
I know. It has to be a little bit juicy.
You gotta be juicy. They have people coming and stay. Yeah.
And then, of course, we did try with the music part of it, like the label part of it. And then the event organization part of it is also one of the main.
Did you know it was gonna be like, I don't know if it's been difficult. Did you know like looking back, it's like, yo, we did too much and it was too much, or did you enjoying it?
No, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed every.
You said enjoyed, past tense.
No, I still enjoy it.
Where's Kreef right now?
Actually, Kreef right now is focusing more on like the event part of it, because one of the other things that we were trying to do and that we have done, still doing, and will still do, is actually bring over the Cameroonian artists who are making like serious buzz and stuff over to America, and do shows and stuff like that. So that's like what we're focusing on more, because having an artist, Mike Monster, it took like all of our attention just went on him. So everything else, because for example, we have the Kreef Snapchat, right? Kreef Entertainment Snapchat, which you've actually hosted, where we try to get every artist, anyone who's involved in the Cameroonian entertainment industry or whatever around the world can log on to the Kreef Entertainment Snapchat for 24 hours and actually host
connect
it
with fans and
talk to
network,
fans. Make people.
When I hosted, I tried to shoot my shot to Blanche Bell, man.
I know people who I know many people who are in relationships today from Kreef Snapchat. Trust me,
that's lit.
Yeah, I know a whole bunch of people.
But let's talk. You mentioned Mike Monster,
Yes.
Kreef signed Mike Monster. Drop, all to now, man. Where you get to feel?
Oh my gosh.
Let's talk that era.
Okay. What do you want to know?
What was the price? Why Mike Monster? First of all, why did you sign him?
Mike Monster. Actually, I'm not going to lie. The first time I heard Mike, I was like, I don't want it. Mike was more of a banger. She discovered him, or she found him, whatever. And I listened to some of his songs, and I was like, nah. I'm not feeling it. It was N-word, and at that time I had a serious problem with covers. Actually,
the fact that he used the N-word, you said?
No, not the fact. The song was called N-word.
Oh, okay, gotcha, yeah.
And it was a cover by it was Ice Prince's song, actually, N-word.
Yeah.
And then he did a cover for it.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And I used to hate covers that time. I just felt like I don't know what you're doing. Like I don't know you. You're doing a cover, so what? Da da da. And I was like, I don't care. And then she made me listen to other songs, and I was like, you know what? She's like, no. She convinced me. She was like, I was like, okay, let's give it like 6 months, and then we'll see how it goes, and then we'll go from there. And then he released another cover, King Kong, with Crispy. And that was dope. I was like, these bars, okay. I think I'm seeing what Bangare is saying. Yeah. And then we did Fear, that And when
I put map.
Yeah, when he recorded Fear, that's when I was like,
Picking get down.
Okay. It's true, his pidgin is pretty tough. Because sometimes I'll be like, I don't know, what do you mean?
Where's he from?
He's from Kumba.
Yeah.
He lives in Boya, he's from Kumba. So his pidgin is Mboko, like Kumba. Yeah. So I was like, okay, well, but still, Fear was dope. Like, people still say Fear today because of Fear. So that was that. So what else do you want to know?
Why they're falling out? Because it seems like say he was the it. You know what I mean? Like,
he was. We were actually getting.
Why y'all drop him?
Oh no, we didn't drop him.
He left.
He didn't. It was mutual understanding. We decided to break up like adults. That's what happened. That's exactly what happened. Anyways, the thing is, at some point, most artists don't understand. Like, most artists don't know the work that you put in.
Yeah.
Like,
so he was like, I think I can do it on my own.
No. He actually was there. Like, we made it we're as transparent as possible with him. We're going through this, or we're trying to get this done for you, but bruh, like, money needs to go in, because this is the thing. Us signing Mike, we got him an apartment.
Whoa.
We gave him an allowance.
Whoa.
We paid his bills.
Whoa.
Paid his studio time, his music videos, everything. Now the thing is, all we needed you to do is just go to the studio, get this going, get it rolling, blah blah blah, right? And well, things happen, people get impatient and feel like, oh, I've been with you for too long. Or I can also be like, bruh, like,
the other man,
I'm not seeing
2 video, I don't move one.
Yeah, and on our end as well, it's like, oh, we're not seeing the work that you're putting in. Like, you're not going to the studio. Him on the other hand is like, oh, well, I haven't blown yet, So it's like, it was a two-way thing. And it was just a mutual understanding, like, okay, you know what, maybe if we continue, it's not going to make any sense. So let's just. So he decided to go break off, create Quata Music, Still actually spoke to me.
So y'all still talk?
Yeah. Artistic.
Consulting. You're like a consulting now.
Because the thing is, 2017 December 2017 was like, let's just say January was the time when everything was like, okay, we're done. But 2017 December, he did I kind of made him do a live show. So he did rehearsals for like a month. So the whole month of November, no, part of November and then part of December. And then he did a live show in Douala for the first time. For the first time that any...
In Douala?
Yes, for the first time that any rapper actually did live.
Drums, guitar,
at this particular event. And he did that, and it was amazing. Like, people were like, "Oh my gosh!" Like, they want more.
I remember when I came to Cameroon in 2016. Like, you guys were putting together a tour for him, and I was supposed to open the Bamenda date.
But then the problem was the whole, the crisis with the in Anglophone. That didn't happen. You did it. I did.
I was a flyer and everything.
Yeah, you did have to open. Anyway, so that adrenaline that he got, like that thing he got on stage live, he was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm never singing playback again." I was like, "Yeah, I told you, this is dope." It's because it was amazing. It was like 15 minutes, 16 minutes
set.
And it was dope. It was amazing. People wanted more, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, I did this in Douala. Wow," because a Kumba kid. And he came up. He was like, "Oh, je ne parle pas français. I need to talk French, but you're not gonna understand me." So stuff like it was dope. But after that, so he would still talk once in a while.
For anybody who's joining right now, watching live on Facebook,
hola,
this is Stuck in Middle podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Reflex. Shout out to my other host, AK.
Hola.
And shout out to Ma, shout out to Achiri in the studio right now.
My bad.
We're talking with Eva Ndumbelo Sobila of Sobila. That's my name for you. Of Kreef Entertainment.
Isn't it Ndumbela?
Ndumbela of Kreef Entertainment, of Dope Music.
What else?
And what else? And what else? And what else? I feel like you got layers.
Me? Well, I just do a whole bunch of stuff. The thing is, okay, like you said, Kreef Entertainment with Ebanga.
Dope music. We're gonna get into that.
Okay. And I represent Sony Music.
Sony Music. I just found that out.
Oh yeah,
that's
just
new.
That like 2 weeks. It's not new. It's like a year.
For me, that's new.
Oh,
yeah. But sticking with Kreef though, like a little bit, where you guys looking to sign another artist or?
Well, so no, right now, no. No.
That will highlight. Like, I need to enter me again.
I think maybe in the future. Like, to be honest with you, if I had to sign another artist, I'll just take Mike back.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna ask you that if y'all could sign another artist.
No, I'll just take Mike back.
Why?
If he wants
to come back.
Yeah. Because working with Mike is a breeze. Like he's humble. He listens. He understands. He doesn't ask for too much. He just wants the basics. And I guess like every other human being, he's like, okay, tell me what you can do so I know how I can, do the rest for myself or whatever. So working with Mike, I don't want to work with an artist and then at a time when, let's say, I can't pay the electricity for whatever reason, and they'll be like, "Oh, but you said in the contract."
For Cameroon again, myself. Too much expectation.
Whereas, with Mike, for example, if I'm like, "Oh my gosh, you know what? I know I'm supposed to pay your electricity bill, but right now I'm late. I'll have to pay like a week after." He'll figure out some way to pay his electricity.
Studio time.
No, electricity, for example, for his apartment, and then let me know. Oh, I paid it already. I'm like, okay. Then I just give him back the money the next week. But another artist would just be like, oh, go on Facebook. Oh, they talk say they get money. But those are things that happen. So if I had to,
when they give you advance check, the one who's supposed to figure out should I go and get an apartment, my B house, put
any man
I bet Kreef sign me. Anyway, the package is sweet. Let's talk. Because you mentioned it in passing while we were talking Kreef. So, I've been one to call the Cameroon music industry so-called, and you got strong feelings about it.
Oh yeah, I do. I do.
Where is the Cameroon so-called industry right now?
The reason why you're calling it so-called is because you don't know the Cameroon music industry till now. Whereas what you forget is the Makossa that you listen to was actually a Cameroon music industry.
Facts.
So you can't really call it so-called because it's been there. when you have people like Manu Dibango, Richard Bona, all of those people, Charlotte Dipanda, who've been singing for a long time, they were in a Cameroonian music or entertainment industry. Ted Brûlé, Sanfant Thomas, all of them, Guy Lobert, Elvis Kemayo, they were all in a Cameroonian industry. Those are people who were invited to shows in Congo, in Gabon, to host, to do shows and stuff. So you can't really say it's so-called just because like the new generation now,
the urban scene
is like new. It's not so-called, it's there. It's just this, like you said, this urban music or whatever scene is new, but it's not even new. It's new to you, but it's not new. It's been there.
Yeah.
When you talk about Cameroonian urban music, you call names like Kotal, Boudor,
Pete Bacardi.
Pete Bacardi is mostly France, so I wouldn't, because he was really in Cameroon. You
Okay,
call Big Bezi, Obidi Style, Loderico. There's so many of them. Those people were there right before now. Holocaust, Mr. Beat, all of them were Tony Nobody. Tony Nobody today, that Stanley is like, oh, Tony Nobody, he was a rapper. Right. So the Cameroonian urban music scene was already there. It just wasn't
for a lot of people.
there.
For a lot of people, the Cameroon urban scene starts with Ampere.
For a lot of people, it starts with Done for Quat.
Yep. Done for Quat. Yeah.
Exactly. But then guess
So
what?
go ahead.
But guess what? Done for Quat got there from somewhere, because before Done for Quat there was Cine. Or who was Sydney at the time. You understand? Before Done for Quat, there was how do you call them again? XLM Squad. Before Done for Quat. Before Done for Quat, there was Randy P. There was Divine. All those people were singing right before. See, you're completely lost. But but they were all there.
I'm not the only one that's called so-called. Like that's the thing.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's not so-called because it's been there. Only difference is it wasn't as popular as it is right now to the rest of the world. Like mostly people here. Because when you have someone like Kotal, Accent Grave, all those people, Bantu Possi.
Yeah.
All these guys actually will go to Gabon, for example, for Gaboa, which was like a hip hop festival or whatever. Very popular, in the in French Africa. Yeah. They will go there to represent Cameroon. You understand? And like I said, when you look at it urban, because if we have to look at the whole thing, it's not. Yeah,
and you know what I'm saying? I got it. One thing with ignorance is you want to learn and grow, and like that's why speaking to you right now, you being in the industry, both sides of the fences, it's like, dang, wow, I got.
Look, even Nabil is also a rapper.
Yeah,
exactly. He's rapping for a very long time.
Yeah,
so
there's just some things you don't know.
Yeah,
and that's why even like here, like there's guys like Lil Uzi or like Lil Yachty, they'd be like, oh, do you respect Pac? They're like, nah, because they haven't done their research.
Exactly.
So for the new cast, who's like, oh, my grandma, Ampe or Stanley, do your research. You know who the OGs are.
I'm going to look for it, and I hope you guys are going to post it. There's actually a documentary on Cameroonian hip hop. It's on YouTube. It's like an hour, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask for the name. I forgot the name. Where they go to the 10 different regions. Well, then it was province, but the 10 different regions, and they did a little thing on the hip hop scene in that region. So all the way to the north.
Yeah. If you're watching right now, you got questions or comments or concerns, put it in the comment section.
Yeah, don't do
I'm
that.
gonna have Sobila answer.
Don't do that.
But yeah, I'm glad you clarified that. That whole so-called. It's like, so how let me ask you this: what's wrong with the industry right now? Let's start
wrong
there.
with
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
In what sense?
In like, is the money flowing how it's supposed to be? You having run a label, Kreef, and haven't signed an artist. Is there anything wrong with it right now that it's like, okay, let's fix that?
Well, I don't think there's anything wrong apart from, let's say, of course, we all know that artists make money off of shows, for example. And we know that if you look at your stats, maybe if your stuff are like on Apple Music or whatever, if you look at stats, the people who buy your music are not probably 10 are in Cameroon, and the rest are like here. I guess for me, I feel like it's one of those things where it's just that, access to something like Apple Music. So people actually sell physical CDs and try to do stats on that, like how many CDs are sold. I feel like that, distribution is one of the things that we need to work on. Very important. And then uh, we'll have to work together. Well, I mean, we always say that. The thing is, I'm tired of saying,
Let's work together.
Yes, I'm tired of that line. Oh, we need to work together.
How are people not working together right now? It's like this label, or let's say Alphabeta is not trying to work with Empire, or is that?
Oh, it's never been that way. I just feel like it's it's a friend thing.
Okay,
it's
gotcha,
like,
gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like, oh, my friend, I'm working with my friend. Oh, my this, I'm working with my this. I feel like that's how it is. But
so we have stuff like the people Bacardi and Empire doing stuff like Power and that. That's the kind of stuff you're talking about.
No, that one. Well, that would be. It's his thing. So it's up to him. I mean, like on another level, like for example, let's say someone releases a song. Let's say Daphne releases a song, right? And Daphne says, okay, look, I have the Calais challenge going on right now. And, let's do Calais challenge. Only the people who, like her fans, will do Calais challenge.
Yeah.
But like other artists wouldn't do Calais challenge. But then if you look at like for example recently the In My Feelings challenge, Drake, right? You have all these people doing it. You have Ciara doing it.
Odell Beckham.
You have Odell Beckham doing it, and then everyone's doing it from like the little kid at home to like the biggest person ever. It's like doing this challenge and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just it's like just enjoying your own music. Or we're going far to America. Let's just go even to like Nigeria. Which I really don't like comparing both of them.
I deserve some accolades. Everybody was doing it.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Not only that, there's other things, all this shaku stuff, all these things. Everybody's doing something. Even when Shoki came out, right? Everyone was doing a Shoki challenge. Everyone was doing a Shoki something. So for us, it's like, oh, I don't want to do it because, I don't know,
so like when Numerica drops a song like Validate, everybody should be
How many artists did you see do a Validate challenge?
Yeah, not many.
Not many?
Not many.
Or none at all?
Whoa.
How many artists did you see actually do a Validate challenge?
Nice.
But then the one thing I love about Numerica is whoever releases a song, he doesn't care if it's his friend or not. Numerica is always supporting. Like just recently he posted a video of him dancing to Franco's recent song. So he's always doing something. And then when he discovers a new song, like Samadango's song, Enja, he went to a club in Douala. He heard it. He was like, oh my gosh, who's this? This is amazing. And then they told him who it was. And the next day he did a video on it. So you see, that is like, okay, like Daphne, like what Daphne is doing now. She started doing it recently where she sings everyone, her friend, well, colleagues, sings their songs, does a little dance to it, and then people are like, oh, this is so cute, you're dancing to, I don't know, Mimi's song or Blanche's song and stuff like that. So that's my own thing. It's like healthy competition is what I'm trying to say. Like let's compete, but let it be healthy.
You also, Dope Music. Is it Dope Music Group?
Dope Music. No, Dope Music with Eva and Steve.
Dope Music with Eva and Steve. Like, listen, Steve, if Steve is watching, bruh. Steve, I appreciate you dancing to one of my tracks, but you know what I'm saying? We're going to have to.
Oh, yeah, he did dance to one of your songs.
We're going to have to work on them skills. I think it was with you. It's with you. Yeah, when I dropped with you, I had people were dancing to the video.
Yeah, it was with you. It was with you, right? I think he did Nonstop as well, but you just didn't see it.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah. How did you hook up with that and where what do you involve? What do you do with Dope Music?
Well, I forgot to mention I started radio when I told you I started radio and TV. Lois Sith. I started with Steve actually. So Steve was one of the people I worked with. We came in at the same time.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, so we're part of the 7 youth that they picked to work with on TV and radio. And then, I moved here, blah, 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 went back. So when I got back, he kept writing, like, because we kept in touch, and he was writing, he was like, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I had been sitting for like 6 months. I didn't do anything. I was just chilling. And then Steve was like, oh, so you want to come back on TV, on radio? And I'm like, TV is what I want to do. I don't want to do radio. I don't like radio. Because actually I started on TV and then radio just came in after, So I was like, radio is not my thing. And he's like, no, come on, just do radio. They're looking for like a vacation show or holiday show at the radio station. Just come through, pitch a show. And I was like, I don't want to do this. It's like, come on, we'll do it together for old time's sake. And I was like, okay. So I went over, I pitched my show. The lady was like, oh, this is amazing. But the thing is, I had to think because was I doing the show for 3 months only, and then figuring out what I'm doing with my life after that, or was I going to make it, non vacation, or like make it, so I thought about it. I came up with the show. I came up with the concept. Made it a show where you don't need a guest for the show to happen, or for the show to be fun. So that way, because you can't get a guest every day.
Yeah.
My show is Monday through Friday. I can, but it's not guaranteed, because
So
sometimes
it's not quality. I don't know.
No. The artist may not come. So if the artist doesn't come, what do I do?
Facts.
Yeah. So what do I do at that point? Yeah. So I had to make it. It's a show that could actually hold its own without a guest, without anything. So I decided to merge social media and music. So on Mondays, it's My Crush Monday. We play songs by male artists only. And of course, our playlists are Cameroonian 99.9%. And then on Tuesday, it's Transformation Tuesday. We either play remixes of songs, so the original song and then a remix, or samples, or we just focus on an artist and we play all the songs and show the growth of the artist musically.
Oh.
So that's Transformation Tuesday. On Wednesday, it's Woman Crush Wednesday, so female artists only. On Thursday, it's Throwback Thursday, so we go all the way back to the 80s, 70s. So that's where you get all your Ted Brûlé and all those people. And then on Friday is Flashback Friday, so we go on Friday. Friday is difficult for us to keep it 237 because many of the songs that I can play for Friday, most people don't know them, so it's a discovery. At the same time, it's we try to go American or French, because that's where you get all those songs, like, in the club, or because that's Flashback Friday is more like the songs that will make you go to the club, and stuff like that when you were younger. So that's what we decided to do. I pitched the idea. The lady was like, "Oh, this is dope. She likes it." And then she was like, "Oh, but you haven't worked in the Cameroonian scene for so long, so I don't know how good you are, how bad you are. So I'll test you for 30 minutes." And then Steve was like, "No." He was like, "No, wait, that. You're just going to that. That's insulting." I told Steve, I said, "Nah, it's okay. With 30, because the thing is, for every radio show, you have to play 10 songs." And I was like, "No, it's fine. It's okay. I will do 30 minutes." So 30 minutes pretty much is 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
55. And then,
so now you have like,
so you stop at 55.
5 days a week now.
I've always had 5 days a week.
Yeah. Oh, so you're only 30 days a week?
No,
I mean,
30 minutes a day.
Every day.
Yes.
Okay, got you.
So I told Steve, look, when they give you 30 minutes, you make 30-minute juice with it. Like, they give you lemons, you make lemonade. Yep. I said, look, we're going to play the first verse and the chorus, and then we stop. And then just continue, and then we'll play all our 10 songs. So we did that for like 3 weeks.
So when you have guests, how you...
Yo, we figured it out. I don't know how we did it, but we did something.
I want to ask somebody ask a question here. It's gonna go, between Kreef and it says, does Kreef really support all Cameroon artists, or do they support only who they chose to?
Ooh, I like that question. Who asked that one?
That was by Natasha Roxy. Natasha Roxy.
Oh, I know who that is. Hi,
Natasha.
Okay, so no, we actually support everyone. The thing is, most people feel that's the thing. People kind of like, because I'm going to use Ibanga because that's where that's coming from, in my opinion. Ibanga is a very outspoken person, and she supports her people on her own a lot, right? So the thing is, she has this. Many people are following her and whatever. The whole controversy, whatever. She's that kind of person.
Yeah.
So when people look at her stuff or supporting every single person.
All right, there it is. So when you have like artists, like who let me just who's one of the favorite persons you've interviewed on Dope Music so far while you've been there?
Favorite people I've interviewed on Dope Music so far. It's a DJ from France, a female DJ from France. Her name is DJ Cheetah.
She was like on a music tour.
No, she came to Cameroon for a vacation, whatever. I was friends with her. Well, I'm still friends with her younger sister, and I was like, "Oh, your sister's a DJ?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Are you serious? A DJ?" She's like, "Yeah." She came with her equipment, everything. I was like, "Oh no, you have to." Like, you know how like it's you're a real DJ. She's like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Oh no, she has to come to the show. I can't do it." So she came on a Friday, set up her equipment, and she f shit up.
Whoa. How I want to ask, this is going to be a personal question.
Go ahead.
Who are you feeling right now in the industry? Being as a radio person, who's like, oh, like this person right now is winning. They're tough. They got the money.
Personal or money? Because you're asking me two different questions.
Personally, who in your
like
view,
my own personal thing, or like who's making more money in my opinion?
Who personally right now is the face of Cameroon music industry?
Oh,
yeah.
Mr. Leo.
Why? Oh, we got his video playing too, brother.
Mr. Leo's he's amazing. His like the music is in him. Like even if he does ha ha ha, it'll be fun. It'll be nice. That's it. Like it's him. It's just Mr. Leo.
Who right now is like, man, like got way too much recognition. It's like they should. Who's overrated?
Stanley Eno.
Why? You don't mess with Stanley too much, yeah? No.
Oh man, I'm going to be killed for this.
Hey, I told you.
No, but yeah, I feel like Stanley just gets too much
overrated.
But yeah, he's overrated as hell. But it's okay.
So who was in the planning board for bringing artists from Made in? Shout out to Made in Cameroon Music Festival, by the way, sponsored by Kreef, Dope Music.
It wasn't sponsored by Kreef.
Wasn't?
Yeah, it was. It was. I'm messing with you.
It wasn't sponsored. Why was your flyer in the?
Nah, it was sponsored by Kreef. Kreef brought the artists.
Shout out to Ibanga, by the way, for to bring the brainchild.
The idea, yeah.
Was the event where you thought it would be?
Yeah. It was even more than what I thought it would be.
In what sense?
In the turnout, people actually came out.
Yeah.
I was shocked, and there'll be more people, but feel more. They're like, oh no, at a certain time, no one gets in, goes in, and stuff. So that was a bummer. Yeah, but it was good.
There were no, people have since said there were no female artists in the lineup. But we saw flyers with Blanche Bell and Naomi Ashu. What happened?
Well, Naomi couldn't come. She canceled, unfortunately. She was stuck in Dominican Republic. Yeah, so she couldn't come. Blanche decided to cancel as well because she got a date in Italy.
There was a story that she didn't want to fly Ethiopian
That's her
Airlines.
problem. I don't know.
You don't know? She got a date.
Je ne sais pas. I don't know. She had a date in Italy. Look, in third date. Why you looking?
I mean, I'm just trying to, what I'm saying.
She had a date in Italy. Look, in third date.
So when did y'all book the artists? When did you guys book
That's
the
not
artists?
important. She had a date.
All right, I'm gonna take that.
I said what I said.
All right, cool. Is there gonna be a second Made in Cameroon?
Yes, there will be. We're trying to work on it. We're trying to make it annual. Like an annual thing.
Yeah. So what can be changed to make next year better?
The organization, like the team behind it, because the problem is if you don't we're all learning how to work with everyone. At the radio, we don't work with one technician. We work with 4 technicians, right? And every technician has his own way of doing things. So, but you learn how to work with them. So when you come on Monday, you have Gérard Niette, shout out to you, Gérard. When you come on Tuesday, you have Alain, shout out to Alain. When you come on Wednesday, you have Tira, shout out to Tira. When you come on, and sales. So it's like,
shout out to Dope Music crew.
Right. It's like different people. And then whenever you come, you just know the kind of vibe that you're going to have that day. And then you just, So it's kind of like the same thing when you try to work with people for the first time, especially. You have to, understand and learn how to work with people and not think you're a boss. That's all.
All right. Let's talk Sony.
Because everybody can be a boss.
Everybody can be a boss. You know what I mean? There's leaders, there's followers. Like my man Uncle AK would say.
Everybody needs to, go ahead.
Everybody need to find where they fit and fill up the hole.
Exactly. So just, are you good with this? Do this. Are you good with this? Do this. You have no business asking or me asking you, music. I don't know anything about like producing music
yeah,
or like
yeah, yeah.
recording anything. Yeah, so I can't come and be like, oh, why did you record it on, I don't know,
Yeah.
AB or whatever. I don't know
Yeah.
that stuff.
Yeah, I was part of the show. Got to perform. That's a lot, you know. Saying that
Okay, well, but
person,
I don't know what's his name, DJ Gerald or something.
DJ. I don't know.
There
I
was
don't
no
know.
reason for him to cut off your song, so that was
Hey,
messed up.
it's so good.
When I'll see him today,
I'm
I'll
throwing
tell him.
hands on sight.
You know how to throw.
I'm bringing my goons with me. Anyway, let's talk Sony Music. Sony Music. You represent Sony Music in what sense?
I do. Okay, so Sony Music just came into like they just like settled
In Cameroon.
in Africa,
Oh.
Francophone Africa. So they have different representatives for different African countries, and I represent Sony in Cameroon. What I do is I do promotion for the different Sony Sony music artists in Africa. I was definitely part of the Davido show concert this year, March. I look for talent, so scout talent, so they can sign artists from our country. What else? This business stuff. It's just that's it. Nothing
You
extra.
said that one again. You scout for talent so they can sign artists.
Yeah.
So were you instrumental in the local deal?
So, I'm sorry, what?
the local, I think local got like an endorsement from Sony or something.
From Universal.
No,
So
okay,
what,
okay,
like
okay,
kind of
yeah.
like what Universal did for
Yeah,
local and
yeah.
voilà. So that's what I do.
That's
that
huge.
as well.
That's a huge responsibility.
Yeah. it is.
Who should we be? Who should we be? You know, what I'm saying like on the lookout for right now. It's going to ink a deal with Sony.
Nobody.
Why?
Why what? Nobody.
Dang, nobody's like the part where it's like you can push that envelope and say, yo,
No, I'm not
Look
saying
at-
I haven't. I'm just saying right now there's nobody because the people I've spoken to, everybody's trying to see how they can get their own things going without a major. So the people I've spoken to who are people who can do something great or who deserve to, I wouldn't say deserve is like I said, or who are a good fit for Sony, are doing their own thing. So the other people that I haven't spoken to, that's why I said nobody
who got next in Cameroon right now?
for Sony.
Nah, like
Or
as far
for
as
in
music,
life?
yeah,
I'm
music
sorry,
wise,
music life.
yeah, music like it's like whoa, this person got next.
I don't know. They're all the same to me.
Since you've been here though in the States, like we've gone through a lot of music. You've put me on, a lot of
I know I
people.
have.
Yeah. You got strong taste of music. I've noticed.
How strong? How?
It's like that person has to. Their bars, their rapper, their bars got to be like.
but it's
yeah,
not how it's
level.
supposed to be.
I mean, yeah.
That's the thing. It's not how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So if you're not for me, then you're not.
For like, I don't hear a lot of like female rap. I know Mine, Young. Who else? Like so somebody looking for female rappers, not just singers. Yeah.
Female rappers. There's Mine. There's a French francophone rapper as well. Ina Money. There is KZ. Kizzy. Keezy. Kizzy. There's Askia.
She's still on
there's
Alphabet.
Tila. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess so.
Yeah. Shout out to Tila.
Yeah, there's Tila. Who again? That's what I can think of. Oh, there's Young Megan, of course.
I like Young Megan.
Of course you do.
Yeah. I don't know if you what I mean. I'm trying to work, you know what I'm saying? That's all. Business, strictly business.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. I mean, don't put me in that trouble. I don't know if you know what I'm saying, like you've worked with Pascal any at all.
Pascal.
Yeah. I want to talk falling out a little bit, like Pascal leaving or
I haven't.
getting
Well,
dropped
I wouldn't say work with him, like work, but I've interviewed him. Cool kid.
I want to talk because even with Kreef and the Mike Monster, it always seems like the only artists that have been like the Magasco staying on Empire or like Alphabet are having their artists, but like every other person's like one or two records here and then boom. Like why is that the case? I don't know. Is it just that ego thing or?
I don't. Well, for Pascal's case, I just feel like it was more of a probably miscommunication. Like sometimes you have a vision. Like okay, like Mike has this song, Quarter State of Mind. The first time we heard the song, I was like, this is nonsense. So you go waste studio time we're going to record this nonsense song.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't hold back. I was like, this is trash. And he listened to nonsense. And he kept insisting for 3 months. That kid kept insisting. He's like, we're like, give me a song now, move new song. And then he'll be like, yeah, I don't write song. And we actually released those songs, like just the little things that we do on the side. And he kept insisting that this song, I was like, nope. And I was like, nope, this song is horrible. And then one day, Ebanga comes to Cameroon, and Mike insists so much on this song, and he's like, he wants to shoot a video for it. He wants to sing Keng. I was like, okay, so we'll go to Keng's studio, and we play the song. I don't know if it's the speakers. I don't know what it was, but the song just sounded. I was like, this song is dope. This song is dope. And we're like, oh my god, this song is. And he was like, I told you.
Yeah.
So you see, another person maybe with things like that, like with Mike, we made him. Mike is our family. Mike is like a young. We didn't look at him like, oh, this is our artist, and then he was a younger brother who liked music, and we were helping to get
push out there for the masses.
Exactly. That's how we looked at him. We didn't look at him as a business or contract or whatever. I don't know. So I'm not saying that the other people did, but I feel like maybe this is one of the things that people can be like, oh, you know what? I said this. I said, may you release this song. May you sing this song. So, you see what I'm saying? So maybe sometimes some people are like, oh, I can't work with this kid, or this guy, other guys like, oh, I can't be here anymore because they're like blocking my creative process or whatever. So I don't know. But maybe that's what it is with Pascal. I have no idea.
Yeah. Who runs? You still run Kreef with Ebanga?
Yes, I do.
Who handles the social media? This is just me personally. I want to know.
You want to know?
Yeah.
Well, we had someone running the social media, but I'm not going to lie, it's been slow as hell.
Yeah.
But as I'm going back, we actually got someone else to do it. Someone new to do it. So when I'll go back, we're just going to prep and we're coming back.
Being here now, I want to call it vacation now. What has changed in your mind as far as like, dang, this is what I'm gonna do different when I go back? I don't know. Have you had time to think or?
Yeah, I do. For example, with Kreef, it has been, and I did talk about it. It was more like the social media presence, because yes, we did start before a whole bunch of other people. We started before a whole bunch of other people, but we're not even close to where those people are today. Not regretting it. I'm actually very happy about it. Like I think, because we're, shout out to every other person who's doing amazing. Yeah. But yes, we have we're slacking, so we need to pick that up.
I think I mentioned one time on Twitter. It's even the branding. It's like if you put a link. But I don't know. We can talk about it after. But yeah,
what link of what? On
like let's say for example, if you post, usually it's a link to Facebook.
There is one.
Yeah. No, I'm saying like if an artist drop a song, you post it on Facebook and it's linked to Twitter. So it's like it's like you're not posting separately on Twitter.
Oh no, it's linked to Twitter.
Yeah. So maybe taking that out and taking the extra effort to go post on Twitter.
So you go start
invest now.
Now why they think they create link? That's why Facebook created a link to Twitter and Twitter created a link to Facebook. So you can, I don't know, so you don't have to do the whole thing. Yeah, and that's why that's why, crazy enough you're saying that, but our Twitter it goes like people actually, because I'm sure some people don't follow or don't haven't liked the page on Facebook, but then they follow the Twitter page.
You guys should consult me, Reflex. I'll brand the thing. I'm just kidding. But yeah, what else have you learned? It's like, wow, like I'm going back with different, vim, different being here.
It's mostly the Cameroonian artists here. For me, I just feel like a lot more.
You just opened a whole door. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, a lot more needs to be done. Like personally, I don't know if people here listen to my show, but you can if you download the application. I play a lot of songs from artists
in the diaspora.
Exactly, I do. I know them. And that's why, if I for the concert and stuff, I probably know one person, or two, but I actually know them. I know the songs, or I've heard at least one song. Yeah, so I try as much as possible to play.
Why do you think it's hard for an artist here to blow back home?
Because you guys don't sound like you're Cameroonian. That's why.
Gotcha.
There's a different thing. There's a different.
I don't think that's the only reason.
That's what it is. I swear, that's what it is.
I think it's just a name or it did so you don't
that's what you think, because the people that you guys talk to look at you as Nabush. It means if you say, "May give me 500K, I go make an man for Cameroon go knowing." You're not there to supervise. You're not there to do anything. You're just here, and you think that that's what's happening. But then when it doesn't happen, you think everyone is looking at you like, oh, you're a guy from America, or a guy from France, or whatever. And that's the thing is, you guys need to understand that you need to put in the work as well. When I say the work, I mean you have to take time out of your year and take a month or a week or 2 weeks at least and come to Cameroon so people can get to know you. As much as I can play your song, and when they don't see, like, they need to see you, they need to touch you, they need to know that you're here, or that you can be here. That's the thing. So it's like you have to be present somehow, apart from social media or a media tour. But you guys have to be present. You guys are not present. You know, you can send your links to bloggers, you can give them money to post, but you're not there. Like you, for example, you work with producers in Cameroon before, but there's a whole different thing when you're actually there, because the everyday life, all of that, it inspires you, makes you sound different. You guys don't even.
You can't be here for 6 years and think the lingo is the same,
right? Or even just the feel, just the way you carry yourself. Like, it's just a thing. You have to come back.
Makes sense.
It has nothing to do with the Como Bush or look at Young Megan, for example, right? Young Megan just did she's doing her media tour right now, and it's working. I mean, you just have to be, at least just come in for, even, like I said, even if it's 2 weeks, even if it's just Douala, 2 weeks, just come in. Yeah, you have a whole different vibe.
Yeah, want to make sure I ask you this from somebody asking, what do you think about Gasha's rebranding or falling out? What do you think about Gasha in general right now?
What I think about Gasha, I think Gasha is I like her comeback. So Gasha, she did a live show called Mangrove. She did a live show called Mangrove TV, where she performed live. She sang most of her old songs and 2 of her new songs, Back to Life and Momia. And people weren't really feeling it. But then when she sang her old songs, people were like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. Yeah, you know?
Life, yeah.
Right. For me, Gasha has her own thing going on. In my opinion, it would be so difficult for her to come back and be the Gasha that she would have been, or even the Gasha that she was right before she decided not to do music anymore. But Gasha has her own thing going on. Her vibe is so different, so artsy. I put it that way.
Yeah. You think she's gonna come back? You think you're gonna see?
I don't know. I'm 50-50 because this thing it's a gamble. I could say no and it's yes, and I could say yes and it's no. So,
man, again, this has been an honor. We're short with time, but it's been an honor. We've touched on a lot of topics, from Kreef, dope music, your history. It's gonna be a part 2.
Yes,
when you come back, in 10 years.
I come once every year. I come once every year. Come on.
And remember some of us, when you go back, continue playing our songs on the radio.
I don't get a choice.
It's tip-top quality, if that's the motivation. But now, listen, if you're watching on Facebook, we want to appreciate you for checking in.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching.
It's been Stuck in the Middle podcast with Eva of Kreef, dope music.
Yeah.
And I want to thank you guys for putting a Made in Camera Music Festival.
Welcome.
Do it again.
We will.
And yeah, man, but sad good things gotta come to an end.
Amen.
Yeah. And the last thing you want to say to the people?
No, I'm good.
You good? Yeah. Let's toast to it.
Bye-bye.
Hey, Stuck in the Middle podcast. We out.